G'day gamers, ybot here. It's late on a Wednesday night, and you're probably wondering what the title means. Don't underestimate and don't judge. Well, it's with gamers, it applies to Gears of War 3, but before I get started to my little ramble here, this is a sweaty game last night back on Gears of War 3. This is me by myself, none of my mates. Real sweaty lobby here. I'm probably the worst player out of the whole lot here, and this is on Raven Down, and I thought I'd put this clip up. Because, well, you know what, gamers? I just start off well, I lose concentration, but this is how Gears of War 3 is played. It's very raw, it's very harsh, and there's some bloody good plays in this, and I won't ruin it for you, but you'll see some interesting gameplays by other players, and it was a lot of fun, and so I thought, why not put it up? It's Raven Down, it's where people go mix sweats. But anyway, as the title says, don't judge, don't underestimate. It's pretty much simple. This game is, don't ever judge a book by its cover. And more importantly, don't ever underestimate everybody. And I'll give you a little tip. The video you saw yesterday of me clips coming back and getting MVP, I could tell a couple of players on there, pretty much, well, they saw me start off in the first couple of games doing really bad, going negative like nothing else. I came off a private party with Beast and a couple others, and I was going negative. The first two games, I think I got 0 and 4, 0 and 6. And then I got my groove back, and I took out Switchblade there with a retro, noob. But then, you know, I came back, and this is the game I started to come back. And you can tell some of the players really underestimated me. And Switchblade was one of them with a retro. He saw me quite easy to take down as a noob. He wouldn't get me, and that's how I took him out. And that's why you should never underestimate anybody you go up against. Which is probably why I think people like Beast is such a good player, because he very rarely underestimates people, and he wants to bring out the best in them. Unless you really piss him off, I notice he tends to get quite aggro at some people, but he just, you know, he never underestimates everybody. He goes in there full mixed sweats. He always gets quiet in the party, and he just goes nuts. And that's why he gets so high KD. There's a couple other players. Freestyle Rhyme is another one. Lords gets in there and does a pretty good damn job. There's a whole host of other players. Rocky is definitely another one. Never underestimates their opponent and really takes it, you know, treats everybody at the same level, and it's so true. And it, you know, and why you should never judge as well, gamers. And I'll give you a personal experience here with myself. I get judged, and it's always easy to judge somebody. It's best not to do that, because you really cut yourself off if you judge people too early. And the biggest thing is judging somebody on looks. Now, we've all done it. We always will do it, but it's one thing you should never do, and endeavour never to try and do it, even up and later in your life, because it will shoot you in the foot more ways than one. It really has with me. And I'll just give an example as well, as I take off Bernie's head here. Sorry, Mr. Synthetic, mate. Well played. This is what I mean. All these players are good and sweaty, and we did well in the first round games, but they come back. They come back. One was got 4, 1 and 2. Trust me, you'll see way more random shit than that. But what I want to mean by don't judge by book by its cover is, okay, classic example. I went to buy a new car today, people. And I had, you know, a bit of the new uniform on, and my work uniform on, sorry, so I had my tattoo sleeves covered up, and the lady was quite nice, but when she said to me, why don't you get tinted windows in the car that you're buying, I said, no, I get enough trouble every now and then without tinted windows, and she goes, why? Straight away, she just went, why is that, why is that? And I just said to her, because, you know, you do finance for these people and so forth, she's trying to make a sale, and I showed her a bit of my sleeves, and I said, the police sometimes when they, you know, they're doing a random breath test or drug test, I'm always pulled out of the car. And she goes, why is that? I said, well, I drive 100 yards. So they're probably wondering, why am I driving 100 yards looking like a bikie? They're judging me by their looks. Now, it's a different matter altogether why the police have to judge, because I know for a fact that half the time the people that they arrest look like me anyway, but I'm not. But the misconception, the big misconception I get by people judging by how I look is particularly, look at that, sorry Milky, right from behind, sorry bud, easy kill. As I was saying, is they think I'm a bikie, they think I'm a badass, and when I tell them I play video games, they think I'm taking the piss. They think I'm lying. And then they start to realise that some of the tattoos I've got are video gaming, and then when I tell them I do YouTube, they still think I'm taking the piss. They said, look at you, you know, you go to the gym, you're a gym junkie. You know, you're this, that, and the other. I said, no, dude, I might look like a gym junkie, but I'm far from it. And I'm a video gamer, and it's because people judge you by the looks, and because there are a lot of people out there who straight away will just go, nah, don't want to know this guy because he looks like this person. Don't, and that's what I'm saying. And the reason I'm making this ramble also applies to video games, because look at this maneuver, by the way, guys. Look at this. Look at that maneuver. I'll just do a reload or do a go in. This dude owns me, because that maneuver up since then, I just didn't know how to handle that dude. That was pretty funny. It was like that he knew I was a bit of a noob. He knew clever play, man. He knew I had. You could just tell he knew I was just judging whether to reload or not. Should have just run out of the reload game, and so he got me there big time. Great play on the infinite. he becomes my nemesis, and I'll explain a little bit later on. But it's okay, guys. Don't prejudge and don't underestimate anybody. It has always bitten you in the ass, and that's. I give you a classic example how people go Schneebly shit, Schneebly's this, Schneebly's that. I will never say Schneebly or Harry Stabwern is shit. I will never say I'm better than him. I'll never say better than anybody because Harry Stabwern has owned me several times, heaps of times. And why is Harry Stabwern not so happy? Because he thinks he's better than everybody, and he underestimates a lot of people as well. And that's why he race quits. He's his own worst enemy, and that's it. It's just not good. Don't think you're better than anybody, man. There's always somebody better than you. There always will be. Treat everybody as an equal opponent, and you'll find life a lot better, and you'll get through life a lot better. Don't listen to rumours. Find out for yourself. Only listen to take 50% of a rumour and judge for yourself. Because if you get screwed over, you've got nobody else to blame but yourself. And that's the best piece of advice I can give you. And so, as I said, gamers, never underestimate anybody. I'll give you a classic example. Black Ops 2 is a great one. A lot of people don't prestige on that. And a lot of people say, oh, look, he's only level 55. He's nothing. He hasn't even prestige. Mate, that player, 9 times out of 10, even these days, will become top of the lobby. By far. And it's the same with Gears. Never underestimate if they're blue or green gamers. Never do, because the 9 times out of 10, they'll come top of the lobby. Titanfall is the best for that one, gamers. Going back to Titanfall, there are people in Gen 5, Gen 10, whatever. I played against a whole team where everybody else is Gen 8, which is pretty much like prestiging on my team. Everybody on the other team hasn't even got to top level 50. And guess what, gamers? They kicked our butt. They kicked our butt. Because some people leveling up something to care for them. It's getting good being a good team player, getting the good plays, having fun, and just enjoy it. And they're the ones who always come out on top, gamers. So never underestimate, never look at that. He owns me again. I start to lose to this dude. There's some funny shit I do. He intimidates me. So never underestimate and never judge. It's the best advice I can give. That's what it's talking about. And I thought I'd just do a little ramble and tell you why I keep on playing it. Because a lot of people, I've noticed myself, or I've noticed it in games, ybot's old, he doesn't take it too seriously, I'll own him. And sometimes, yeah, that's generally the case. But then, I always get my own back. And it's not because I'm better than him. It's because I'm patient. And, I don't judge, and I enjoy that bit of challenge. I don't like the over-arrogant shit here and there with your teabag and stuff like that. That does put me off. But I also do admire people that don't underestimate their opponents, as the Queen's still talking when she's dead. Did you notice that, gamers? So there's my series ramble there. And I just want to say a quick thank you to all the responses from me to getting 100 subs and the little nice messages here and there. Sorry I don't get reply to all of you. I've been really busy this week. I've got a fair bit on. I'm hoping to get at least a couple more videos for you. Gears of War 3 definitely, because I'm loving it. I'm absolutely, even though I'm getting owned, as you can see, I'm dying here a lot, and I put these videos up. I also keep it very real, gamers. Those little clips of me showing getting heaps of kills and bouncing back, I will show you where I get killed, because I like to keep it real, and I like to keep it straight up and honest with you people. And not only that, just to show these other players how good they are and have a laugh, and not to take it too seriously. So, that's what my channel's all about, is bring it real. And that little clip there, of me coming back, that was just, a fluke coming back as I did it. Look at the stupid maneuvers I've done here. I beat myself up for throwing the frag grenade or the instant bounty. Look at this infinite gets me. He's my nemesis. He's my nemesis gamer. So I set myself a mission at the end of this game. We've lost. We're going to die. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to get retribution, gamers. That was my goal I set. Forget your KD. Forget how bad it is. You've done some good moves, ybot. You've come back. You've been playing a lot of Titanfall. So I just sit back here because my teammates are miles away. So I'm sitting there going, okay, I'm going to be outplayed and outdone here. The opposition are really good sweaty players. They're playing fair, no teabagging. There's only one retro, guy used a retro, and he quickly stopped that. He didn't use the retro anymore after that. So I'm sitting back here, my mission was to get my retribution. That was it. I'm the last man standing, which is really, really sexist because she's not a man. She's not even human, the Queen. And here he is, Infinite, my nemesis, the guy who's outfooled me so many times. And I get retribution. I couldn't care from that day on because I got my revenge. So here you go. Frag and tag. Keep it positive. Be good to those that own you. What's the final result? Tell me what you think. Tell me if you judge all the time and so forth. It's 11-3-11 game. It's frag and tag. Keep it positive. Thanks for all the support. And I will watch some of your videos. And gamers, enjoy and don't underestimate or judge.